Hey guys, welcome. And today we're going to show you how we made over $1 million in commissions in one of the most competitive real estate markets in North America using digital affluence. And first of all, I want to start off by congratulating you on watching this video and taking the first step to turning your career from what you may think might not be the greatest right now to scaling it tenfold so you could be the best agent you could possibly be.
Guys, only 1% of people really focus on educating themselves, let alone investing in themselves. So we do have to give you a round of applause for even seeking out information that will allow you to fend for you and your family. So let's hop right into it. Real quick, my name's JP, guys. I've done over 100 deals, over $1 million GCI made, and actually have over 100 listings on the market right now. So we've been doing a whole lot of real estate. I've been in it for about 7 years now, but it hasn't always been that way. You know what? I started working at the bank. I was earning $45K a year. You're living very frugally. I remember I would make about $1,400 and I would try to save $1,000 every single paycheck. It was crazy. I knew that I wanted to be financially successful and just have that money to be able to enjoy my life and live a higher life, but it was not the right way I was thinking about it. Fast forward a couple of years, I decided that I wanted to get into real estate, mostly for the money. I know we all try to make it very philosophical, but mostly I wanted to get into there for the money and build the wealth to be able to leave real estate. Now, in the first couple of years, it took me a little bit of time. I was spending money all over the place. I was trying to figure out how to market and where to market, but I wasn't really getting any traction. Only until I ran into these methods that we're going to be showing you in this free training did I really understand how and how I can even scale a real estate business. So now fast forward a little bit, I made 145K in the first calendar year and over the million mark within that 5 years. So I had to align with what I deserved and understand that to get something I've never got, I have to do something I've never done.
A little bit about me. If you don't know, my name is Prab. I've been in the industry just around little over hitting the 4-year mark now, but my road was a little bit rocky to get into it. I actually worked for a team when I started. I was working 2 jobs, struggling to make ends meet. I was working hair and makeup on the side, thinking I could make it big on that side, and not really dedicating myself to one thing full time, and honestly believing in myself that I could do something for myself and build a business for myself as well. So what I did was I stepped into real estate full time just this year, and I really put my mind to it, and I used the proper systems. That's one thing that I was missing, and that was stopping me from actually achieving my goals, was implementing the right systems to make that money to fulfill my why. So what ended up happening was in less than 30 days of implementing all this, I actually gained a lot more money than I would in my 9-to-5 job, and I made over 100K in my first calendar year back when I started taking it seriously. So the biggest thing was I got to let go of those part-time jobs that were holding me back. I aligned myself with what I could do, and I finally gained that financial freedom that I always wanted, but I just didn't know how to get there.
Now, you might be thinking, is this for you? Are you the right person for this program and this system to be able to generate leads? I'm going to give you a couple of people who are in our program, and I'm going to give you a couple of people who may have thought that, hey, this is not going to work for me, but they came into our program and just absolutely killed it, came into it with an open mind and understood that, hey, you know what, this is something that can work for them. So we've had that tirelessly posting social media veteran that is trying to post how to buy their first house, or what is the changes happening in the market, what's the changes happening with legislation. If you're posting and you're not getting any results from that, there's a reason for that, guys. It's not that some people are great and they do get results from it. It's that they have the right systems in place in order to handle that type of traction. Now, if you're somebody who's bounced from lead gen site to lead gen site, hands up, that's me. I did that until I found out why those sites were not working and what they actually do in the background. I was kind of stuck in that rabbit hole too. If you're listening to your boomer managing broker that says the only way you can advertise is newspaper, this is for you. If you cringe inside every time a family member asks, hey, how's real estate going? Have you sold anything today? That was me. Now, if brokerage fees are piling up, or if all of these things are something that you have thought about, or you're in these positions that you want to give back to your community, you've always wanted to buy that sports car, you're spending money on leads just to tell you that they've already bought, if that sounds like you guys, this is for you. Now, the core concept. Prab, what's the core concept?
So the truth is that most agents get little to no foundational training on building a successful business. I was one of them, and I know there's a lot of you out there that are feeling the same way. We're thrown into the business, and we never really think about creating a predictable method to get an endless supply of new clients to get a stable income. We always think in the beginning, okay, I'm going to fill my pipeline, but we don't know how to fill it. It's never filled where we're constantly getting a pipeline of leads. So we come from a non-business setting usually, and a lot of agents aim for a career that's business, but it's not an actual business. There's a disconnect. A business should be something that you could scale and run without you being there. A career requires you to show up daily forever. It's a job. So you didn't get into real estate for a job, did you? And even more, brokerages aren't incentivized to put forth a valid protocol for ramping and training agents as a unit case. Economics don't align for scale. So to succeed in business, you need to build in the right order. First it's marketing, then it's sales, and lastly it's client fulfillment. I had to learn this the hard way, but when I did, that's when things took off.
Now think about that for a second, guys. The business is not a real business if it can't run without you. How many of you guys are running around selling houses, showing houses, opening doors, opening lockboxes, doing all that? Guys, that is a job. You are running around and you are trying to do everything. Now, if you want to really take a step back and look at it as a business, you really need to look at it from a holistic point of view of like, hey, if I leave, if I go to Dominican tomorrow, am I going to still be able to get the returns of my business? So that's essentially the core concept of what we're going to be talking today is how do you actually get to the point where you can have your business running without you? That's going to be one facet of it. A little bit more about my background, guys. I studied accounting and marketing in post-secondary. Eventually gave up on that to pursue the real career of real estate. And I studied at University of British Columbia. So alongside my formal education, I also did stocks and investments, did my CSC course, which licensed me to sell mutual funds for a big bank. Now, when I did that, it taught me an extreme amount of investment and different ways to play with the market. I will tell you, first and foremost, the biggest investment that you can make is in yourself and in your profession. So a good digger doesn't go out with a solid shovel, right? Doesn't go out without a solid shovel. Now, at age of 14, I started construction, then moved to retail, then to a credit union where I spent nearly 4 years at that job. In 2017, I got my real estate license, and guys, I didn't sell a thing for 3 months. However, I was spending thousands and thousands every single month, and I ended up in $60K worth of debt. This was brutal as my credit card declined, guys. My credit card declined for a $14 purchase, trying to take my girlfriend for dinner. And it was embarrassing. It was a point that I thought that, you know what, like what can get worse? I couldn't even go out and pay for a movie. I was extremely embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. And that day, as of that day, a fire was lit in my belly. I was like, you know what? There's no way I'm going to ever be in this situation again. I thought there must be a better way to do real estate other than spending thousands on aimless marketing dollars and getting zero return. Where am I now, guys? Right now, I am currently actually planning the 4th or 5th trip that we're taking this year. I bought the cars we wanted. I've had the experiences I've only dreamt about, got in the best shape of my life, did all of this, but none of it was possible without having the money to be able to do that. At the end of the day, I know money doesn't make us happy, but it allows us to be in situations that we can be happy. I don't mean to brag about these things. I'm just telling you guys these so that you could see that this is the life and these are the milestones that you can hit. I am nobody special by any means.
A little bit about me. I studied opticianry and criminology in post-secondary. I did any job that you can imagine. I bounced around until I actually started pursuing a career in real estate at UBC. Alongside my formal education, I was a hair and makeup artist, thinking that I would live this glamorous life. Clients would just come to me. I would travel doing travel bookings for brides, but that was so wrong. I did not think that went through. That was something that leads were not coming to me. I was just grinding and it was not worth it. I was also a licensed optician at the time, working my 9 to 5 and just trying to be the next big thing in the beauty industry. I was putting my hand in so many pots that I didn't think that if I put my mind to one thing, I could be super successful. So in 2020, I got my real estate license. I sold nothing for 5 months. I was working on a team that didn't serve me one bit, and I was still spending thousands of dollars on real estate fees and marketing every month. I ended up about 30K of debt, and I almost quit real estate entirely. So I felt like a failure. I thought I wouldn't really amount to anything. And I just thought, hey, like, is this even worth doing if I'm not getting the leads or the correct guidance or just the correct outcome that I wanted? Fast forward to now, I took the risk. I decided to stay in real estate and I invested in myself. So again, I invested in myself rather than other aimless marketing tools. I created an unmatched online platform where I've acquired over 100 free leads in a 60-day time span, and I successfully closed 3 deals within my first 30 days of using my systems effectively. So I increased my online presence to over $4,000 between social media. Increased my social media presence to over 4,000 followers between platforms in less than 1 year. Now, you might think a year's not a long time. I thought the same thing. It's not impossible to increase your following or to increase your presence when you have the right systems to do so. We acquired an entire condo development. Like I said, we're selling 100 units now. I took myself out of debt and I'm finally living a life without fear of where's my next paycheck going to come from or how am I going to keep my pipeline full.
From that point onwards, we had a whole bunch of agents in our local market and all across North America reach out to us on the protocol that we've implemented. Now, I continue to use the same protocol to grow my own personal brand on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I've set forth on a mission, guys, to help other real estate agents scale using digital affluence. I'm actually applying this to something completely different as well, which we can always chat about.
So we wanted to spotlight a couple agents that really took off with the program, like you could too. So one of our cases is Jesse Praywell. He closed his first deal within 30 days of implementing the right systems. He was a new agent in our sphere with no marketing strategy in place. He resorted to door knocking and just trying to reactivate old leads in hopes of getting new deals, just like anybody else would. With our backing, he did his first deal within 2 weeks and acquired over 50 new leads. As with many, he had the opportunity to team up with others, but took the leap of faith with us, and he hasn't looked back since. So these are a couple words from Jesse himself about using the program.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Jesse Perwell with eXp Realty. I just had signed up with Prob and JP and Creative Leads about a month ago and just closed my first deal. These guys are rock stars. They support, help you throughout the whole way, make the process really easy, and they're rock stars. So thanks a lot, and yeah, we're gonna get another one next.
Definitely are. This is Ali. He got his first deal within 30 days by using organic marketing. So I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of that as well. Ali began real estate with zero experience, only used our organic unpaid marketing to advertise himself, and he closed his first deal within 45 days. Also, he picked up an additional 5 buyers in doing so. Through closing his deals using only social media marketing, Ali's built an entire online presence and now has clients reaching out to him for opportunities daily, guys. So, $1 million question is, what can you do that's so different from the competitors that will attract clients? Well, we put together a 4-step process that's super simple to follow.
So step 1 means creating a leads-driven social media presence. So the old way of attracting new clients was advertising in the newspaper, REW, bus ads, and TV ads. You expect people to call you on your phone and you don't offer any other value to a consumer. That's different from any other agent. In the end, you're going to be no better off than having done nothing. You're still trading time for money. Your ad's going to be sitting with all the other agents. Worst of all, next to the top 1% agents. So who are they going to call? Which consumers probably would much rather work with than compared to next to each other. These consumers will have built zero rapport with you and they don't see you as an expert, rather just another realtor who's spending money on ads. So ask yourself, would you prefer to advertise like every other agent, or do you just want to be another agent, realtor trying to make a buck? Do you want to be using outdated methods? So this is a game changer. The new way of attracting clients is building a social media funnel with specific post topics allows you to always be in front of your specific target audience. So this acts like your 24/7 salesperson. You're going to be able to beat REW leads, establish yourself as a competent and confident professional in your space, establish yourself as the authority figure, and also be able to charge a commission percentage you're worth. You generate leads that are actually looking for you.
Guys, you need to ask yourself, how likely is somebody to work with you if they know what you specialize in, the clients you've helped in the past, awards, past achievements, your unique selling proposition, and your offer before they even speak to you? It's a no-brainer. What does a leads-driven social media presence look like? Here's what it looks like. You guys can copy these posts word for word and do exactly what I did, right? Posting deals, posting situations, posting testimonials. All they do is bring in people like this at the bottom in the middle. Hey bro, my cousin's girlfriend, fam, looking to sell their house. Their name's Sharon, blank, here's their number. It's gonna look like that when people start pouring in. Some of the methods we used was posting videos about topics people are interested in related to real estate. Some of the topics include how much of a down payment do you need as a first-time home buyer. You can make that video. How do you use your equity to buy another property? How much does it cost to buy a house? How do you win in multiple offer situations? How do you buy off-market properties? And should you sell before you buy, or should you buy before you sell? You want to also post your reviews, use your straight line method to get previous clients or even colleagues to leave reviews on your Google My Business. You want to post deals and break down the cash flow analysis of the property and potential capital gains. Post exclusive listings that are not available on the market. Post other stuff related to your hobbies and interests so you can attract like-minded people. And last or foremost, post things that are directly related to you. What are your interests? What do you like doing? You don't want to be that stuck-up salesperson, guys. You guys don't want to be that realtor.
So some of the methods that we used. After some time implementing these methods, future clients already know, like, and trust you. They know you're an expert in your field. You're already eliminating the people that just want the best deal. Why does it work so well? Well, no one else is doing this. You're setting yourself apart from all the other competitors. Everyone is just trying to get clients. So with these new methods, you're providing value in a way that no other agent is. So one of the biggest aspects of this social media method is that you're not being salesy and you're not making any outbound attempts to get business. So another reason why this works so well is that by following the exact methods that we've outlined, you're not spending too much time constructing the content, so you can capitalize on your daily life interactions and actually just produce the content.
Couple questions, guys. How many times are you supposed to post per day? I would be posting a minimum of 3 times a day, guys. Once at 10:30 to 12, once at 3:30 to 5:30, and once at 7 to 10. Now that's specifically designed for the algorithm. What should you post? Post content related directly to your interests, but put a real estate twist on it. Make sure you're being super intentional about what you're posting with a mix of quantity over quality until you reach 5,000 followers. Then you can post a little bit more specifically. Now, if you have nothing to talk about, DM me. I'll send you 3 post topics that you can copy and paste right away.
So another thing is, what do I do with people that interact with my content? So you implement this method. If you know Gary Vee, you'll know this. It's jab, 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 right hook. Basically what it means is provide value, 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 and then go in for your ask. What if no one interacts? Well, to establish your authority in any industry, it can take weeks to months. So this is passive prospecting. So if you stick by it, it'll pay off. Consider the growth of a carrot. It grows silently underground and you barely see any growth above ground. But when you pull it out, it's a huge vegetable. That's how your following is going to be. So content grows like referral marketing. It compounds in nature and doesn't grow linearly. Again, how do I make sure my posts will reach the right people? You're going to use niche specific hashtags. So I'd use 2 broad hashtags and 5 niche specific hashtags. Add a bonus for using Canva to create that aesthetic content. A lot of people like that.
So guys, if you don't have time to post 3 times a day, some might say that, you can use an app called Later. It'll schedule your posts and it'll automatically post it for you. Excuses gone. Engineer high quality leads and generate them through paid traffic. So guys, this is step 2. This is the next thing that you want to do. The old way of attracting clients was to hire lead gen companies like Zillow, Agent Locator, Bold Leads. You probably heard of those. Expect those leads to be highly qualified and think that they're going to be leads that nobody else is getting. That is completely false. A lot of their leads are allowed to be resold multiple times, which was extremely shocking to me because I used to be a consumer. Now, at the end of the day, you need to understand these websites are doing nothing more than posting ads and funneling down to agents like yourselves. They don't care what happens with the lead. Their compensation is not based on performance. So the thing is, your ad's going to be a dime a dozen with all the other agents and their services. There's going to be no difference to the consumer who they get funneled to, and likely they'll have zero respect for you as a person. Just a random person who put an ad out on Facebook and now they're reaching out to them. So if you decide to put a little bit more work on that lead gen process, you're able to actually get high quality leads. So you're able to figure out exactly what type of niche you want to target and target them very successfully. This is how you're going to get your competitive advantage, guys. The new way is learning direct response marketing campaigns and an inside sales principles to give leads what they really want. This acts as your 24-hour salesperson. You're going to be able to beat Agent Locator, beat Boomtown, beat Sync as well. You're going to establish yourself as a competent and confident professional in your space, establishing yourself as the authority figure, able to charge the commission that you think you're worth, generate leads that are looking for you, have leads specifically signed up to be contacted by you, and not have to run the exact same IDX website that all the other companies run. Now, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. The IDX website, which means when you can search all properties like it looks like the MLS, that IDX website is not owned by you if you're going through a lead generation company. If you ever decide to leave, they actually own all the leads. That's how they're able to resell.
So all of this sounds great, but I have no idea how to create ads, let alone figure ad sets, targeting, and placement of ads. What do I do?
So that is super easy. It's outlined right here. So you got to follow this ad formula, guys. This is proven and I do it time after time. We're actually selling our complete development just with this ad campaign. So what you want to do is you want to go into Facebook ads campaign. Once you're there, you go to create an ad, create a campaign. Your campaign objective is going to be leads. Now, when you go into that, there's a little bit more information. Copy exactly what I'm putting here. This is proven. I use it to this day and I use it today, literally. So you want to go into categories, select housing. Once you do that, you want to add instant forms. And then what you want to do, and you can pause this video, but you want to put a budget. Minimum we recommend is a $10 per day budget. Guys, it's like buying Starbucks these days. So please invest in yourself rather than thinking that's a whole bunch of money. Because if you are going to a larger company that's going to funnel leads down to you, they're going to be charging you $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Now, in here, you want to do a couple of things. You want to pick your target market. So mine was Langley, BC, and that was within a 15-mile radius. Furthermore, you want to make sure that your age range is between 18 to 65. And then you want to go and create the ad creative. Now, once you create the ad, Facebook is going to be telling you at the side that what if that you might not get that many leads. This is one thing that you guys need to watch out for. Facebook does want you to spend a lot more money with them. That's not true. Run the campaign and see how many leads come in. Question could be that Facebook that you're only going to get 10 leads. Again, don't believe their estimates. Now, what picture and what offer should I use? Guys, I'm going to give you the exact ad formula that I use. It's right here. You can screenshot this, you can pause it, you can copy and paste it. This is exactly what I put when I'm doing my ads.
So, do Facebook and Instagram leads actually work? 100% yes. Joe Paul can attribute at least 100K of his $1 million income to Facebook and IG ads. This too is only just from content. In business, the real profits are made on the back end though through repeat business and referrals. So we drove you to this video using Facebook and Instagram ads, and we practice what we preach in our real estate business as well. So another question is, everyone else is running ads. Am I just going to be another ad? And to that, we say there's so many realtors. Am I going to be just another one? Stop letting these limiting beliefs control you and dictate your success. We entered at one of the worst times in the last 5 years, and Joe Paul still made $1 million. I still made 100K. You can do it too. We're nothing special. We literally just had a dream and we worked extremely hard to get to it. Another one is, I don't have money to spend on ads. You could start with that as little as $5 a day. And this is literally a Starbucks coffee. Put it into perspective when you're starting your business. $5 is nothing if you can't amount that to any money that you're going to spend. You're not going to be able to spend that much money. Unfortunately, you may not be as successful as you thought you would be. So get out of your head about the money. It's just $5 a day and you will see the benefits tenfold.
Now, so what do you do once you start having the leads come in? This is where you really have to dial down your POISP. Now, that's called passively operating inside sales process. Now, the old way of converting leads was to harass them, buy till they die, expect those leads will be open and ready, and hope that they're not working with another agent. I've studied a lot of sales programs and took Jordan Belford's straight line method of selling, and I used it in closing some of the biggest deals of my life. One of which was a project that was sold out for over $30 million. So I definitely live by these solutions to your problems and solutions to problems that we all really have. Is how do you follow up with people without harassing them or making them feel like they just want to run away. Now, luckily, you don't need to follow those techniques to make $1 million in real estate. You just need to follow the ones that are proven to work. The new way is installing a value-backed follow-up protocols which edge prospects over the finish line without pressure. Again, this acts as your 24/7 salesperson. You're going to be able to get your time back since you won't need to call these people 1,000 times. You're going to be spending more time on activities that actually matter to you, like taking care of your family emotionally and just being there for them. You're going to stay top of mind by dedicating only an hour a week to this, apart from the initial call. You're going to be able to let your emails take care of all the heavy lifting, and you're going to basically be able to choose who you want to work with at this point. If it's someone nasty, simply don't add them to your VIP list.
So that's all great, but what do I put in my follow-up system and how do I send a mass email like that?
So this is one of our email campaigns. This is something that went out to all of our clients. This is an example of something that you can put out there. This was some real estate, some info, some area, and just some random catalogs about information's happening in their area. Now, a text nurture campaign, when our leads come in, automatically they get a text message that says, hey, you know what? You were looking for this, just wanted to get that to you as soon as possible, and gives them a quick question. Do you want to be contacted by text or do you want to be contacted by cell phone? Then and there, it starts following up with them until they respond.
All right, well, how do I get people to sign up? Well, anyone you speak to, even if they don't want to buy or sell, here's a script. Hey, look, I know you don't want to buy or sell right now, but do you mind if we stay in touch? Then they'll say, sure, most of the time. And they'll say, awesome, what's your email? And then you say nothing. Don't get nervous, don't overspeak, and don't even make any facial expressions. At this point, they've already agreed. Their brain is just wired to give you their email address. You always have the automatic and passive signups going on from social media marketing. Can I use my regular email instead of CRM? Yeah, you can, but we'd recommend against it. CRMs are built to nurture and convert and scale, also provide important analytics. So the analytics are going to be super useful in the later stages of your business when you build your email list over 1,000 people. So it's not scalable.
So how do you find your market information? Your board should have been able to send you those stats monthly. If not, ask your managing broker. If they're incompetent, sign up for an established agent's email list. You can get a lot of information from there. Now, these are a lot of other questions. How do I develop this email further? I've done things like giveaways, discount codes, coupon codes, even sold kids scout cookies through my email campaigns. You need to add other things in there that engage the audience. Now, as you can see, all you need to do, guys, is create a leads-driven social media presence, engineer high-quality personalized lead generation through paid traffic, and engineer your POISP, passively operating inside sales process, and you too can start to scale up your real estate business. I can amount my $1 million real estate business to these tried and tested methods. Now, if you like what was shown in today's training, guys, and would quite like the idea of creating a leads-driven social media presence, engineering high-quality personalized lead generation through paid traffic, and engineering your POISP, you may be put off by how to actually go ahead and implement these protocols inside your business. Here's a few ways you can do this to start to implement what was shown today.
So, option one is you can hire an in-house marketing team. So you can hire an in-house marketing team, but this will likely fail because the marketing team isn't going to portray your personality, which is a catalyst in you becoming successful online. The sole reason why both of us were able to build a following that actually wants to work with us and nobody else is because we showed our authentic selves on all of our platforms. That being said, you'd have to hire an individual to manage your social media. The average is around $400 a month. Then you have to hire an individual to manage your Facebook ads or your Instagram ads, about $600 a month. And lastly, you'll need someone to set up an email campaign for you and create the content. That'll average around $200 a month. Adding all of that up, it's a yearly investment about $14,400. That's only for 1 year. At the end of the day, you don't own any of the information, you haven't learned much, and these companies trap you because of that by making you work with them as long as you're someone who's selling real estate. So let's think about that for a second. If you stay in the business for 5 years, as he is right now, that's a $72,000 investment in marketing to learn absolutely nothing. And these companies can and will increase their fees every year, and you are going to be a victim of those increases, and you won't be able to do anything about it because you don't have the knowledge or the know-how to do it yourself.
Option two, guys, you can do it yourself, but the thing here is you're risking the chance of it going horribly wrong. It's going to be extremely or extraordinarily difficult to maintain a family and work-life balance while trying to learn these strategies. I am literally living proof of that. I lost many friends, girlfriends, and even some family because I dedicated so many hours to working to make that $1 million in real estate. Fast forward, I understand the importance of balance and outsourcing the learning curves. It will take you at least 3 years minimum, 8 hours a day to perfect the scripts, tonality, objection handling, and other sales skills I've acquired over the last 5 years in real estate and 3 years banking prior to that. It will be a lot of trial and error to perfect the systems I've put in place and to be able to implement the strategies perfectly as I've outlined.
So, last option is you can work with us. So you can work with our team directly as a one-on-one, have the entire system set up in less than 7 days, and you can have it for a tenth of the price and effort. Most important thing is we don't want you to make the same mistakes that we did. It can set you back so many years for hitting your goal and actually making that $1 million in real estate. Always remember, time is money. And we know what works, what doesn't work, how to add profits, add to your bottom line. Our authentic method was specifically built to solve your client acquisition problem once and for all.
Again, guys, this is for you if you're tirelessly posting on social media, not getting anything. If you're trying to listen to a managing broker giving you outdated methods, you cringe every time your family asks you how business is going, your bills are piling up. If you're ambitious and somebody who wants to 10x their business, if you want to live that life of abundance, but you just need some direction and guidance on where to put your efforts, because I know I was that way. I had all this energy to do business, but I just didn't have any direction. You want to ensure your family and kids are set up for success by perhaps moving to a better area. Or if you just want to buy that sports car like I always did. Guys, here's another case study. So this is he's on a top 1% team in the Canadian market. I showed him one secret to get in contract with thousands of builders in his area. And this is how I actually sold out the $30 million program or property. So once I did that and learned these methods, I was off to the races. I'm looking forward to speaking with him a year from now when he pulls up in a new German vehicle that he always wanted.
So another one, this is M. He sold over 50 million last year. Jopal gave him a hack that allowed him to form uncompromisable relationships with his clients, consequently, and putting a lot of revenue in his pocket.
Now, this framework applies for any agent, team leader, or broker in North America. Here's what's going to happen once you start working with us, guys. You're going to be able to bring in endless amounts of leads through social media. You'll never be in front of a client not knowing what to say to convert them. You're going to gain the confidence required to go up against established realtors in the market. You're going to be equipped with the right scripts to use in door knocking, cold calling, social gatherings, and many more social situations. You will be shown how to actually build a business plan. You're going to never feel embarrassed when someone asks you how many deals you've done. You'll get your time back, never miss your kid's soccer game again. You're going to know exactly what to say to them and how to say them using my psychology-driven scripts. You'll ease your anxiety of not knowing what to do. You'll have the correct guidance in what everyone else is actually doing. You're going to finally have that stable income stream. You're going to be able to run your Facebook and Instagram ads and be able to convert 10 times better, use all the systems and formulas that I use to become successful in these methods. And then we're going to create the system that will run for you where you don't need to be involved.
So
how does this all work? There's an entire program built out for you guys. This is the organic marketing section, which is going to give you actual templates, social media posts you can use today, word for word breakdown on how to caption your posts, what type of content to post, the science behind the algorithm, when to post, who to target, other tools you can use in your posts, how to streamline your social media accounts to get your time back. What social media should your real estate business focus on? How you get that success in there, how to get new followers, quality of followers.
So before, when you want to allocate your marketing budget to attract high quality leads that you see as an authority figure on the internet, you would have to hire a lead gen company that many times provides the same leads to multiple agents. Now, you can use a simple ad strategy to generate leads that want to work with you specifically through paid traffic without having to rely on a third party running your company that doesn't have your best interests and waste your hard-earned money on brokering the ads process. Don't you see how easy that is? So this is all done through personalized lead generation mastery training course, which we give to you. This is going to give you access to how to decide where to run your ad campaign, what do you want to put in your ads, how much you should spend in your ads, scripts of what to say, recorded sales calls with leads, when you should run your ads, and how to actually run the ads, and how to analyze the data after you've run the ad to make it more effective.
So now before, when you want to reach out to all the clients and keep in contact with them to stay top of mind, you would have a CRM that tells you to call them the day they come in, 30 days later, 60 days later, then forever on a 30-day basis until you die. But now you can use a simple client outreach system to stay top of mind with your clients without having to spend countless hours trying to reach people that won't even return your call. Do you see how easy that is? Now, this provides an infinite communication and POISP mastery training course. Now, you're going to get access to how to communicate with lead when they come in for the first time, scripts on what you say to the lead for the first time to get them in your system, how to build infinite communication methods, what you should have in your communication, how to make sure the content is being effective, how to handle unsubscribes, creative ways to expand your outreach and build your database.
So one of the best parts of the program is our support network of winning professionals is all across North America. So we have a huge Agent Success Academy mastermind, a network and support network. So there's weekly live coaching calls. There's a digital agent accelerator. There's also a private mastermind community. So you get access to all of this. You get access to other agents and professionals on the same journey as you. You share referrals, have questions answered, or even form partnerships. So you can look forward to connecting with agents, winning agents, people just like yourselves.
Now, guys, if you're ready to book a call, stay one step ahead of your competitors, and add profits to your bottom line, schedule a call. Thing is, guys, we can only really take 5 clients a month. This allows for the best results of our clients. And if you're interested in getting started, act now. Otherwise, you can join our waiting list and watch some of the competitors take market share instead of you. We do this just so that we can make sure that everybody is getting a super high quality level of service and they're actually getting results, because we like testimonials and we like winning people in our community.
So this is a bonus just for the viewers like you that came this far. That being said, because you're here learning about this offer, we're going to do something super special for the people watching it on today's webinar. So you'll get free access to our exclusive TikTok organic training that we use to get the followers that we do and the views that we do on every video with an average social podcast approach. So this is usually only reserved for the higher level mastermind clients, but because you viewed the video, we'll give it to you. And we're going to show you the exact camera equipment, hashtags, editing, and posting times. All of this just to show you the best ways to grow your TikToks, your social media, and think of it as referral marketing. But this time, it prospects sharing your message and not just clients.
Now, guys, we do have a risk-free guarantee. Of course, we back everything up with the guarantee. So we guarantee a minimum of one deal closed, or we work with you for free until you do. We will deploy support and assistance to help you win even after the 12-month program ends if you don't get success. Like most of our clients, you'll close a heck of a lot more than that. You should have, the only thing that you should worry about is that your tax bill will be too high by the end of the year. Holy crap, I'm giving the farm away on this one, aren't I?
All right, so in summary, we'll help you create a leads-driven social media presence, engineer high-quality personalized lead generation through paid traffic, engineer your POISP, so you're passively operating inside sales process. On top of this, just for booking the call, we'll give you a free access to our inbound lead script. And remember, we also work with you and offer a no-risk guarantee, so there's virtually no risk for taking part. We want to work with you until you get the results, and you will get the results.
So guys, if you're ready, book that call below. Final Q&A, guys. Why would I hire a coach when I wrote a test to get licensed? Think back, guys. What did the test really teach you? For me, it taught me about common law, math, and least importantly, how I make sure I don't do a deal. There's so much red tape in that book, it scared me. These techniques basically helped me back from making bigger deals actually happen. Coaching will break through those teachings. I was young but innovated when I learned how to make money in real estate. I thought outside the box. Now I'm here to show you exactly how I did it. What if you don't learn anything? Guys, again, there's a risk-free guarantee. You legit have nothing to lose. We align best for what is going to help with our agents, and we make sure that does help. Will we be available 24/7? We provide a group support, weekly coaching, call access. You're going to have access to myself, other agents on the program, and you're going to have access to us when required. So all coaching sessions and support will be led by my team, myself, or Pratt.
All right, so final Q&As. How do I know this isn't going to be a total waste of time or money? So we spent years perfecting and helping other agents implement these skills. They're down to a science, and if anything doesn't work, it comes down to execution. If there's a problem, execution, we can find that problem and we can solve it. Again, I don't have the funds right now. What can I do? So you can set up a call with us depending on your situation. We'll try to make something work, since I believe in this so much that the coaching will pay off and you'll make it back tenfold. We do offer third-party financing options, so you can take advantage of that at 0% interest.
Alrighty, guys, we appreciate you coming here and spending some time with us. If you do have any other questions at all, you can always reach us through Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the other platforms. But more importantly, book that call. We do want to meet you. We want to make sure that we can add value and see if your business is scalable as it is.
And don't be afraid to reach out, either message Joe Paul or myself. We always love talking to you guys, and we're always here to help. So take care, and we hope to talk to you soon.
Take care.